I think out of all of us, she's been the one that's just like,
woe is me.
Woe is me. She's a victim. It's coming at her, and she doesn't know how to process it.
So I want to hear from both of you who you think has had the hardest season this time around.
Gosh.
I think we all get it, right? But it's how we handle it, personally. I think Candace doesn't handle it well.
Yeah, I guess I would say that because I do feel like, like I said, we move quickly. We don't get stuck on one little incident, and we spread the love as far as the drama is concerned. Right. But yeah, I would say the one that like internalized everything the most was probably Candace, and so I guess I would say that maybe this is a tough season for her.
And something that I love about Potomac that I've noticed that doesn't always take place on other seasons and other franchises is that you really go in for each other, but you can also bury the hatchet, and sometimes even in the same episode. How do you find yourself able to bounce back?
Well, I mean, like, I haven't buried hatchet with a couple people, but I think we get there when the person that did the wrong is able to apologize.
Right.
So, for instance, like, I came for Mia a little bit, cancer, no cancer, but I apologized, and then we were able to move forward.
Right.
I feel like as long as that's happening, we're good.
And, I mean, frankly, who wants to watch us stay on the same topic for weeks and weeks and weeks?
No,
we
gotta move forward. No, we don't want to talk about the same thing week after week after week.
Right. Yeah. Right. Thank you.
Yes.
As an audience member, thank you.
Yeah.
That said, though, who do you think has been the shadiest this season?
I think it bounces around. I think it started with me, then Ashley, then Robyn. Karen gets a little shady in there. I think it bounces around. Yeah.
I think I take the crown. I don't know.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not that I want it.
Yeah.
You own it.
Yeah, definitely we own it and keep it moving.
Ashley this season has been going through it with her separation, and that storyline was really strong at the outside of the season. What advice did you give maybe behind the scenes that didn't make it on camera?
Well, she called myself and Karen before we started filming, and she let us know her and Michael were going through a divorce. And I gave her my sympathy, my condolences. I, was like, girl, you need to lawyer up. So then when we started filming, and then she started saying crazy things like, we're gonna buy a house together, and he might have a key. And it just got weird.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely unconventional.
Yes.
Yeah, and there were points in the season where we were like, I think she's making this up.
Yeah.
Like, we really were like questioning, like, are you really getting a divorce? Because it doesn't sound like it. Because the things that you're saying does not sound like you're trying to get a divorce. And, I understand going through a divorce is a super, huge change in your life. And so sometimes you don't know the right answers, but it was like, it really felt like she wasn't quite sure.
So I'll just skip right to the end of the season. So we're kind of approaching, it's on the horizon.
Okay.
What can you tease for us about how everything kind of falls?
It's a mess, okay? Like, we go, I think I can say, we go to Mexico.
Yeah.
And this one and Karen got into it. It was a battle royale like no other. I was living for it. I loved every second of it.